మిత్రులారా, బంధువులారా, వనక్కము, స్వాగతము. Welcome to South Asia Maps. This is an education channel. Your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy. We are continuing our Persia-Iran series. Previously, we have identified around about 28 or so physiographic regions, geographic regions, that is Iran physical geography. And we are taking up excuse me, particular geographic region called Kopedeg Mountains or Khorasani Turkmenistani Mountains bordering northern part of Iran, Persia and Turkmenistan, that is Irani land and Turani land. ఈ దినము మనము ప్రాచీన దేశమైన పారసీ దేశం యొక్క భౌగోళిక స్వరూపాన్ని గురించి తెలుసుకుందాము. And this is the bird's eye view of our Iran-Persia series, and we are in part 7, that is geography, second region, Kopedeg Mountains bordering Turkmenistan on the north and Iran in the south. All these presentations I have posted at South Asia Maps JRD 820 or so presentations. You can look at them on very diverse topics. Previously, this is the 28 or so geographic and physiographic regions I designed. Here I am giving this so that you can have all the 28 physiographic geographic regions in one place. We are talking about this particular part, Kopedeg Mountains. And here I have listed them also so that you can go over them. And we are talking about Kopedeg Mountains. There is a spelling mistake here. Excuse me. Why should we look at the geographic or physiographic regions or maps when compared to two-dimensional political maps, administrative maps? This is just two-dimensional. It will tell you only certain the vilayats, provinces, regions, sub-regions, and districts, and so on. Whereas this three-dimensional physical maps, physiographic maps, will orient a land, a geopolitical entity, or a terrain with respect to water bodies, lakes, rivers, gorges, and so on. If you understand this, you will get a deeper understanding of how the current polity, economics, and military-industrial complexes history are molded. Iran is a very ancient nation after Muslim conquest around about 640 or so. Its basic heritage got changed. After visiting the country after Islamic Revolution, one of the great writer of English language, Sir Vidyadhar Naipaul, has wrote two fascinating books, 1981-1998, and these books was reviewed by in a yogic perspective by Mahayogi Sri Ram Swarup, and who made a very thought-provoking inkling idea on the current Iran, and you can look at them. As usual, keep this map in mind so that these things will be very clear. And after this presentation, I will take you over the different maps so that you will get a broader, deeper understanding. These mountains are overall a broad range called Alpide mountain range, that is from Pacific Ocean to Atlantic Ocean to Indian and Pacific Ocean, series of mountains, Morocco to and Sumatra Island and Java Island. You can see this like Atlas Mountains and Alps Mountains in Europe, Caucasus and Taurus, Pontic Mountains. And here I have a red color shows the Alborz Mountains and Kopedeg Mountains like that. Iran has a population around about 85 million or so. hosted in 1.6 million square kilometers of the landmass. That gives an average 51, 52 people per square kilometer as of around about 2025. Very ancient nation. So Kopedeg Mountains, remember, Deg or Dag is a Turkish word and it is spelled differently. Kopet Dag or Kopet Deg, Kopedeg, and so on. And Romanization also very different. So I have put all the diverse spellings here. It is also called Turkmen-Khorasani Mountain Ranges because this is the historic Khorasan region centered around the ancient city of Mashhad on the Silk Route from Persia, from Europe to China. Turkmen-Khorasani mountain ranges. The mountain ranges spans from, this is the Hari River. Hari Rud River comes from the Hindu Kush mountains of Durrania, Afghania to Caspian inland, Endoric Basin, Lake, Salt Lake or ocean body. From here to here, this is around about 650 kilometers or so. Caspian coast to Hari Rud River. The peak is near a town called Quinchan, that is in the northern part of Khorasan province, and around about 3.22 kilometers mean sea level is a part of Alpine Belt Range. Excuse me. Once you remember that map we have seen, you can discern the boundaries very easily. You can see the boundaries of the Caspian coast here, and there is a river called Tarek River here, or Atrek River. That is almost more or less the boundary between Irania and Turania. That is the Iran and Turkmenistan of Turani area. And boundary, there is a Gorgan river basin. This is the Gulistan or Gulistan region. Tarek River, Gorgan River, both river basins. There is a Sumbar River, that is the tributary of Atrek River, Tarek River. And this central area is the Karakum Desert. Kara means black in the Turkish Turkmen word, and Kum is a desert. Kaizal Kum is a dark desert, like that. Karakum, Kaizal Kum desert areas in the Transoxania region, Amudari and Siddharia basin regions, and Aladeg Mountains. You see Albarj Mountains here, south of Caspian, the provinces, that is Tabaristan area. It arcs in north to southeast, and they have different names in different regions. Eastern part they are called Aladeg Mountains and Binalud Mountains and Kowani Mountains. There is in the distance you also see the Murgab River coming from northern part of Turanian Afghanistan, that is the Majar Sharif of those areas, Murgab Basin. And landmarks nearby is the Gulistan National Park in this area, Gulistan province, Gulistan. Prominent urban centers adjoining the Kopet mountain ranges have put is the Turkmenbashi. During the Tsarist Russia or Soviet Union time, it used to be called Krasnodorsk. I didn't pronounce it correctly. I will show because it is a Slavic name, Slavic word. So you can see now it's called a Turkmenbashi. And Askabad is the foothills of the Kopet Mountains. That is the big city, now capital of Turkmenistan. And Mashhad, southern part, is also second largest populated city, ancient city on the Silk Road in the historic Khorasan regions. Mashhad also hosts the Imam Reza Shrine. The Taus is a small town near Mashhad, around about 10, 15, 20 kilometers or so, birthplace of famous Persian poet Firdousi. And Kunchin is also a town, and Sirwan town, Boj North in this area, that is now it is called Northern Khorasan province. Khorasan, they trifurcated into remnant Khorasan, Rezavi Khorasan, Northern Khorasan, Southern Khorasan, and so. And this area, the borders, political borders were consolidated after Treaty of Akal and the treaty between the Tsarist Russia and Khazar Iran is also called Akal Turkmen-Khorasani Boundary Convention Treaty during the time of Khazar ruler around about 1818's Naziruddin Shah. We'll go and see that regions now. So we are looking at here, this is the Persia, Iran. You can see the broad the country here, and this is the physical map. This is the Caspian Lake Ocean, and this is the part of Alpine Range, northern ranges. Western part is called Tilish Mountains, central part Alborz Mountains, and Aladeg and Biralud. North of it, you can see the Kopedeg mountain range. You can see Kopedeg mountain range. Askabad will be somewhere here. Turkmen-Bashi, Krasnovodorsk will be somewhere here. And this is the water divide for this is the river. This is the Terek river. Atrek river. So Samba river comes from here. It forms a boundary. Other river cuts through. That is called Gorgan river. It is in the Gulestan province, historic Hirkania region or Tabaristan. This is the Mazandaran, this is the Gilan, Mazandaran, and Gulistan. This the Meshad Valley or basin has in the river called Kasha. That is a tributary of Herat river. It's a Harirud river. You can see Harirud river. It merges in the Karakum desert area in a town called Tezen. This is the Murgab river. So you can see Aladeg mountains, Binalud and Kawani, other mountains, Sabjabar mountain range, and the other ancient city, Nishapur. So Boznud the town and Birjan the town, Meshad, these are the greater Khorasani regions. We can see the same thing here. So here you can know about in the Wikipedia, they have given Kopedeg mountains and their details. And Naziruddin Shah, during that time, 1881, this treaty was made, Akal Treaty, in the Khazar dynasty, Naziruddin Shah, and that is the precursor dynasty of Pahlavi dynasty. Pahlavi dynasty was overthrown in 1977 by Islamic Revolution by Imam Khomeini. So you can see the Turkmen-Bashi. Okay, here in the one side there is a Turkmen-Bashi, and this is the Alkobeteg mountain range. Askabad, the capital city, marble city. Most of the modern city after earthquake was rebuilt with the marble. Dasadeg is the prominent cross-border town, Dargaj town, and Mesha, the historic city, Khorassan province, and this is the Kuchan. This is in the Meshad basin or Kashaf river basin. Borjund river, and this is the Gorgan town, and Gorgan river is in this area. So the southern part is this, the Alborz mountains, and this is the Gulistan National Park, southern part of it, and this is the Aladeg mountains here and Binalud mountains there. So you have to again remember the landmarks here. Our landmarks can be very easily this, the Amu river, Aksas river, Amudarya river, Murgab river, Caspian river basin, Elborj mountains. So this is the Kopadeg mountains. Elborj mountains, this is the Aladeg mountains, Binalud mountains. The Gorgan river basin is somewhat hot here. Yeah, that's the river cuts through. You can see the Askabad the town here. And this is the Turkmen-Bashi here. The railway line from Turkmen-Bashi, that area, to Askabad to go to Tezen, where the Harirud river ends, and to Meru area there. So this is the Meshad town, Nishapur town, goes from the Trans-Iranian railway line from Tabriz to Zinjan and Kazvin and Ray, that is the Tehran, and to Sherud to Nishapur to finally Meshad. Yeah, you can see the same river Caspian Basin, Kopedek Mountains. Here you can see the Murgab River. You can see the Harirut River. So hope this will put the things in proper perspective about the fascinating Iranian geography, Persian geography about Kopedek mountain ranges. Next presentation, we'll look at the Aladeg mountain ranges, southern part of the Kopedek mountains, which are considered to be a branch of the Alborj mountains. These Aladeg Kopedek mountains are separated by the Gorgan River basin on one side and Kasef River basin or Meshad Valley in the other side. And you can look at, we'll discuss about the next presentations. And if you have any questions or comments to make, Mitranam, you can put them. Your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy Joggari Tirupati Reddy, South Asia Maps Education Channel.